Check, check. Okay, y'all can hear me? Okay, I don't know. They were saying that they can't see you. But can you see me? Yeah, okay. Yeah. I know there is, once I was playing at a concert and the dress code was black. Black suit, black pant, black shirt. And I walked in there, to my fright, the backdrop also was black. And the lights were very dim. And then you could imagine what was there. And then somebody in the audience, they were looking up and said, we saw a guitar there. And about 8 inches above the guitar, there was a set of teeth smiling. Well, that was me, But being this color has its advantages. Now, sometimes my children, I've said this before in the last laughter program we had, just for those who were not there. My children, when I tell them, you're supposed to finish your homework and, this, that's why I'm going to take you for a movie, only on conditions. And then finally they don't do it and you also drop your promise. And they say, Dad, you're really unfair. And they look at me, I said, yeah, I've always been unfair. And they have this other line, and you tell them, only I will take you if you do this. Only I will do this, only if you do that. So there's so much of conditions. They say, Dad, you know what? You're blackmailing us. Yes, that's me. I'm your dad. Sometimes we just when you're talking to people, especially outside church, and the sun is shining bright around 11:30. Say, come, let's stand and talk in the shade. Say, don't worry, this is guarantee color. Color pona, kaas wapis. Okay, here, today I'm going to talk about the subject called sadness. Sad. What is sad? S-A-D. And what does it stand for? S for S. A for A. And D for D. Because you can't really define it, There's so many kinds of sadness. And it can't be sadder than that. Okay, there was this guy. His name was John. He met a new friend and he said, hello, I'm John. And he said, I'm Rahul. So John was a little proud of himself and said, I'm John and I'm a Christian. So Rahul looked at him and he said, oh, okay, you resemble my neighbor's pet. Pet. So this guy said, okay, must be it's a dog. And he said, we're very faithful people, right? No, boss. Okay, then must be a cat. So we're very sophisticated, huh? He said, no, not even like that. I said, okay, then go ahead and tell me what's your neighbor's pet. He said, it's a mule. Mule? Oh, then he said, oh, this is even better, So we're very hardworking people, huh? He said, no, both of you have the same long face. Some of our Christians live with this long face. And we think this long face, this being sad and grim and, all that, we always have to have that in the presence of God. And we think that is the way to be a Christian. In the presence of God, straight-jacketed, without a smile, we stand there. And we are, this is called, the Christians are into IPL. You know what? IPL. You know what IPL is? Okay, this is, I am pleasing the Lord. And we also get into spot fixing after that. With this grim face, gloomy face. That's called spot fixing. You know what? We're always trying to fix our spot in heaven. And imagine in eternity, they're going to have a gloomy face like that. And we sometimes come to church like that. Have you heard of TGIF? Yes, what is it? Thank God it's Friday. In the office, you said, thank God it's Friday. On Sunday, we have the OGIS. Oh God, it's Sunday. With a gloomy face. Okay. There was this young girl when I was teaching in Sunday school. She was about 8 then, some years back. And her favorite song was, I want the joy, 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 joy. Uncle, can you play that song, joy, 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 down my heart? That's the way she used to ask. And I know some of us will be finding it funny, but that's the way some of us sing it, And on Sunday morning, we'll be singing the choruses and say, I got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart. Where? Down in. We're actually not thinking about what we're saying, because we sometimes use chorus singing for time pass. The chief guest doesn't come, hey, come and sing some chorus. I got the joy, 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 joy. Not come. So we use it for time pass. Oh, somebody, they're all feeling bored, do something. Okay, sing choruses. So then he sings like that. Then the second verse goes like, I got the peace that passes understanding. Where's the peace? He's looking at his watch. When is the sermon going to get over? Sweating it out. Looking any messages. Got the peace that passes understanding down in my heart. Most of our Christians, on Sundays, we usually buy lunch outside, right? Because we don't have the time to cook. And he'll be thinking, oh my gosh, this preacher's going on and on. I got the peace that passes understanding. And he's thinking, that farmer's biryani will get over by the time I go. And he's thinking of the piece, that piece. The chicken piece he's not going to get. Which is going to pass his understanding. And instead of getting a boneless chicken, he might end up with a chickenless bone. So that is the peace that passes all his understanding. And the third verse, the devil doesn't like it, but it's down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart. You might as well sing, the devil doesn't like it, but he's down in my heart. You know why? The devil also doesn't like to be in a sad guy's heart. The devil, comes to me, if I was a very sad, gloomy guy. Hey, Herbert. Yes, devil. With his horns and, long tail and the pitchforks. Go ruin that guy's life. Let him be, man. I have problems of my own. So devil also can't work there. In a sad and grumpy heart. In a few days I'll be touching 44. And guys of my age, when we meet after so many years, each one went different ways. There is some guys, they always wanted to have a big house, a big car, a big salaries, everything big, and they've achieved it. There's nothing wrong in that. But some of them end up with a big frown, And, they say, oh, my CTC is just about 15 per annum, man. I don't get the perks. I wish I was back in the US. No, they're always cribbing. They're always sad about everything. Because they look up at the social ladder, We always think, I got only 3 cars. That guy up there has 4 cars. And then we say, okay, then somebody says, no, man, just look down the ladder. There are people who can't eat. Why should we look up the ladder and feel sad and look down the ladder and feel happy? Just be happy with what you have, with what gave you. And in this guys with this grim face, gloomy face, if you go back in time, you'll find out the teachers, in school, when we were in school, they told us, don't laugh, huh? Don't laugh. Laughing, huh? Laugh some more. Today you will laugh. Tomorrow, you'll cry. You remember that line, right? They always told us, don't laugh today. Tomorrow you cry. And then you answer some smart answer and get, you're smart, huh? You give me smart answers, huh? You come here to get smart, huh? I think my parents sent me to get smart only there. So they say, oh, come here to give smart answers. So you know what? There is a saying now, it says, you can't beat them. Yeah, but the teachers couldn't join us in all our humor and all. So what did they do? They reversed the whole thing. And they said, if you can't join them, beat them. So it still hurts, all those benders we used to get and all that in school. And some of us, when we go to visit the sick or who have had accidents and things like that, how do we go greet them? Especially when we visit the people who are terminally ill. You go say, oh, dude, what happened to you, dude? And you'll say, just the other day, 2 weeks back, I saw you jogging, no? You were jogging, no? In front of my house. Yes. How nice you were jogging. You even bend down and tie your shoelace. Blue color shoelace, no? Because we want to show them how concerned you are about them. I know you know all about them. And then you tell them, show me your hands. So, blue, huh? Oh, short tongue? Oh, okay. Last night you didn't get sleep, no? Yes. Honey, you remember that uncle? Oh, that uncle of yours, man, he had the same thing. Oh, Uncle Paul. Yes, yes, yes. He also same symptoms he had. And the patient will look at you. Yes, yes, yes. And then what happened? Just yesterday was his memorial service. So you already put him down. And when people have cancer, you say, okay, you have cancer. This cancer. Okay. You like this? Oh, so sorry, ma. Just last week, no? My grand uncle, same cancer he died. In 10 days he was out. No, that's the way we encourage them, you know. And then when we have these patients who we visit who have had accidents, you know, up to the hospital ward, we walk in very perfectly on mobile, everything, switch off everything. And sometimes we need to wash our guilt by visiting him, because tomorrow when he comes out, he says, you didn't visit me, no? So that's one way of, you know, telling him, you know, I care for you. Go there, especially the women, no? When they walk in, oh my, what happened? Don't tell me. They knew all along what happened. And by saying don't tell me, that means they said, please tell us what happened. So then that guy, you know, may have even a broken jaw, and he has to know, because you have to get it straight from the horse's mouth. So you know, the most painful thing in most accidents, you can ask people, it is more painful to explain the accident to people, to hundreds of people, than the accident itself. You know, then some guys will be very clever and say, why they chose this hospital, man? Huh? All rogues over here. Hospital. When you came here, how many fractures did they say you have? 5. I think when you came here, there were only 3. Well, bandaging, no, they would have made of 2 more. We want to show how clever we are, you know. And then it's tell them, oh, you got hit by that bus. Which bus? He says, okay, that morning, you know, that Majestic 8:30 Majestic bus. Which one? That 8:30 Majestic bus? Arey yaar, what a fellow yaar. 10 minutes early you should have gone, no? Or 10 minutes late you should have gone. Like as though he had scheduled his accident. And then you look and say, the license and all up to date, no? Renewed, right? Insurance? The bike also is gone. What we want to tell them is your cook is goosed. I mean, your goose is cooked. You know, when we go to people who have had sickness and accident, they don't need to know how clever we are and how intelligent we are or street smart we are. They need our encouragement. You know, in Proverbs 17:22 it says, being joyous is healthy. And in some versions it says, a joyful heart is like a medicine. But to be gloomy all the time is slow death. And I believe laughter and joy is not a gift. It is our birthright. And we have to acquire it. Thank you very much.